G'day guys, welcome to talking about the MG video number 2. In this video I'll be going through the elite units that have machine guns and also the special point units that have them. I'll also be going through the regular squads and comparing it to these machine guns. And redo some of the calculations, because in the previous video I did a simplistic weighting based on separate numbers on rate of fire, ammo and reload. Whereas in this one, I'm combining all three into a calculation which will give you kind of an idea of the average time they are firing in a shootout, how effective they are in a shootout based on all those three stats: rate of fire, ammo, and reload speed. And I've also given an additional weighting, another bonus to machine guns which have more than 30 bullets. That being so they can give explosive damage to units that are charging them, such as mowing down an entire squad that attacks them. I think that's something a machine gun should get brownie points for. So let's have a look. First one, I'll just go through the new MGs in person just to see them fire. FG42 Tier 3 paratroopers. For Germans, rate of fire is relatively fast, above average, as you can see. Its reload speed is 2.5 a second, which is pretty fast for an MG. It's up there. Other than that though, it's got a small clip, so it suffers in that respect, but a decent MG with a small clip. Next one, you've got the Tier 4 elite troop for Hungary. He does have the body armor. He's got a solo thumb Thurn 31M, 30 clip. What's the stats on this one? Its rate of fire is pretty average, slower than the FG42. Travel speed is a bit slower too. The biggest problem with this is the reload speed. I don't know why all the Hungarian MGs, the MG13 and the Solotherm reload at 6 seconds. I don't know if that was a problem with the Hungarian army or not. I got the stats from GSM. I ported the ranges, so I ported and changed all the ranges and all the damage and stuff, but the reload speed I left the same. So I'm guessing that's there for a reason, because GSM based on realistic stats, so perhaps the Hungarian army had problems with reloading MGs, I don't know. So that really suffers because of that. Yes, sir. Then you have the Johnson M1941, USA Tier 4, and I think the Marines have it too. Rate of fire is fast. It's a lot faster than the two MGs we just saw. Not as fast as the MG42, but actually it's up there. It's probably the second fastest firing MG in the game, other than the Vickers, which I'll show you. It's got a 20 clip though, which is small, so it suffered from that. The reload speed is relatively fast at 2.5 second. So the biggest bonus is the reload speed, just the clip is tiny. Sorry, the rate of fire, but the clip is tiny. Then you have the Vickers, come with the SAS T4 of the Commonwealth and also the Britcoms. Sorry, England and Britcom. 96 clip, pretty good. Rate of fire as fast as the Johnson M1941. Equal second place of rate of fire, which is very, very important for an MG in my opinion. And the good thing is, has a lot of ammo to back that up. So it doesn't have to reload for a long time, even though its rate of fire is very fast. Other bonuses of this weapon: its travel speed is very fast. Reload speed is also pretty fast too, at 2.5 seconds, which is faster than the MG42 in terms of reload speed. You have the 30 cal squad, 1 pointer for the USA, so 1 special points. Comes with a whopping 250 magazine, guys. I don't remember that. It's a magazine, not a clip. Look at it fire, non-stop. What's the rate of fire like? It looks like it's quite slow, and it is quite slow. It's pretty, I think, below average on most MGs, or just about average. But can fire pretty much non-stop. Anything else about this gun? Yeah, well, nothing really too much. Rate of fire, slow. Recharge rate is pretty fast, 2.5 seconds, so it doesn't really need to reload much. That's pretty much the only good thing about it. Oh, sorry, the travel speed's really fast. So it's actually got the fastest travel speed of, oh sorry, the second. It's tied with the M41 Johnson for travel speed, so the bullet goes through air faster, which has a slight impact on the accuracy and hitting moving targets. Very slight. Then you have the Lewis gun. Comes with the Blackwatch, 1 pointer for UK, not UK, England, United Kingdom, yeah, same thing. 47 magazine, which is not too bad. Then it's rate of fire is pretty average. Yeah, around average, pretty much the same as the 30 cal. Nothing much else to add on this one other than that. It's yeah, travel speed's pretty good too, but yeah, it's a decent MG. You got the MG34, which has a 100 clip, different to the MG42, obviously. What else is different? Its rate of fire is fast, not as fast as the MG42. It's about 3/4 of the way, 3/4. So if it's MG42 is 100%, it's about 75%. It's averaged. Its reload time is 2.5 seconds, which is quite fast, but it doesn't really need to go there often because it's got a 100 clip. Its travel speed is average, just above average actually, above average. So pretty decent MG. Then you have the Saboteur, not Saboteur, this guy is the tier 4. Yeah, Saboteur squad guy. So it comes in a tier 4 for France. The, how do you call this gun? It's the Libel, the Rebel, I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's labeled something else here. MLE 1931, but I think it's the Rebel. REIBEL. 150 clip, quite massive. Rate of fire is just slightly above average, around the 3/4 of the MG42. What else is there to know about this gun? Nothing else too fancy with it. It's pretty much, its recharge time is 5 seconds, pretty long, but it's got a long clip. Its travel speed is slow though, one of the slower ones. So anyway, let's go to the stats. Okay, so this is the total rating. This is the new one based on the new calculations. Remember, this is opinion on numbers. So I weighted all the stats and did some calcs on it with my opinion on what's important. So I think it's a bit improved from the previous one, though it still doesn't take into account the burst type. So the ranges, like sometimes MGs shoot in full auto depending on what range, and some MGs don't shoot in full auto at all, things like that. So I'll explain a bit more when I get into the detail, but if you can see this chart, you see that my top rated MG is the Vickers, the tier 4 for British Commonwealth and England, the SAS, mainly because yeah, it's a superb gun with lots of ammunition, good rate of fire, not too many weaknesses, where the second one is MG42, just based on the superior rate of fire. Next place is MG34, similar to the Vickers rate of fire, just a bit less ammunition. Actually, not a bit less ammunition, a bit less rate of fire. Yes, it's got a little bit less rate of fire, that's why. So rate of fire is a big contributor to how good the MG is, but also ammunition and the amount of time it can fire. Next in line is the Rebel from France tier 4. Then 30 cal squad from USA, honorable mention. Go further down the line, you can see the Hungarians really are struggling with that reload time. So they struggle not only the reload time, but also the clip size. So the ammunition being that low does count to their ability to fight charging squads or in ambushing squads, but also affects their ability in shootouts. And that's because of their reload time and the clip. So they're horrible. So mid-range, you have the Blackwatch, Johnson's, honorable mentions. Nothing really much has changed. You could actually, tier 4, I'm going to mention a tier 3 German infantry MG is not very good in rating. some of the regular infantry MGs beat that, such as the Type 99 and the DP Russian machine gun. I've got to mention the Type 99 and DP comparison here. The reason they're so close is because in a shootout, the Type 99 actually can dish out more damage than the DP-27 due to its reload speed and also its rate of fire. Its rate of fire is faster for the Type 99 and also its reload speed, which is interesting. But the DP-27 has a bigger ammo clip, which allows them to do better damage, I guess, in a general quick battle where you're fighting an ambush squad or you're just shooting for a moment, let's say 20 seconds or so. But eventually the Type 99 will do more damage in an extended shootout, which MGs aren't actually that great at. Just a quick look on the rate of fire alone. MG42 can definitely do the most explosive damage out of there. This is not including the way it shoots its bursts, by the way. Just explosive damage by the rate of fire. Followed by the Vickers and Johnson together. But issues with the Johnson, that's why it wasn't rated that high, is because the clip was 20. So its time to shoot and its explosive power is not that great. Then MG34 rate of fire. What's the lowest rate of fire? You got the Lati's actually got the lowest. Finnish regular, then the Bren. Then the surprisingly the Russian one with the Lewis Blackwatch has got a pretty slow rate of fire. So yep, there you go for the rate of fire, which will affect its ability to do explosive damage without considering ammo. So in this graph you can see the penalty each machine gun takes because it's not firing, either because they have a slow reload or they fire too fast and need to reload a lot, or have a slow ammunition clip, or all of the above. But yeah, it's just considering when it's not firing. So in addition to the fire rate and damage, it'll be a different story, but this is just showing when it's not firing. So MG13 and basically the Hun MGs are doing horrible. They're always in a shootout. They're going to be firing the least out of everyone. 30 cal is going to obviously be firing the most with its 250 clip and also its slow fire rate. Interesting, the Johnson will be in reload a lot, even though it's got a fast reload, and it's also got a fast fire rate. But that gives it a penalty of being not firing for a long time in a shootout. MG42, same issue. It fires so fast that it's gonna be in reload a lot in a shootout. But the bonuses for the fire rate actually outweighs this by a lot. That's why it's still rated the second. So this gives you an idea on how long each MG will be in a reload in a shootout. And here is the list of the numbers and the machine guns in order. Vickers coming in first, followed by the MG42, MG34. You can read it all yourself. You have the rate of fire, MG42 clear winner. Travel speed doesn't really matter that much, but the fastest travel speed is the Johnson USA Tier 4 and Marines. Then you have the accuracy, which gives bonuses to 2 different MGs and nerfs. Then you have not shooting penalty, which affects the Hun MGs the most, and some of the German ones, but the rate of fire does outweigh that a lot. Then the ammo bonus, which is the explosive damage that some of those MGs can do, which are mostly the top performing MGs, because they have a lot of ammunition, and most of the top performing MGs do have a bigger magazine. So yep, there you go. Lowest are the 2 Huns, then the Italian, followed by the France regular. Not too many surprises, I guess. What's my surprise? My surprise was the Huns, actually, before I did all this, and I got to rebalance it. It just sounded so beastly. It looked beastly, the Hun MG. I just thought it was pretty much better than it is. Another is the German Tier 3, which is probably one of the only, I guess, other than the Hun one, elite kind of MG, which is pretty much similar to the normal tier of most nations. So, there you go.